Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's get grounded, let's get settled. Here we are on Election Day 2024. So let's cut off the old grounding cord at your root, start a new one, get really nice and anchored from the root of your body into the earth. Plug yourself in here and put that on release to just give your body a pathway to clear. We don't have to hold everything we feel, all the energy around us, just clear it out. Feed the earth with some more energy. From your navel down, just really settle a little deeper, taking the time to root down through the left side and the right side of your pelvis, tailbone in the middle. And just imagine just sinking down through your legs and feet. And from the navel up, feel a nice rise of energy up and through you and out through the crown of your head. Feeling that sense of balance, grounding and lifting. And then balance the left side and the right side. So just notice shoulders align over your hips so your spine can support you. And the muscles and tissues can sort of melt and soften around those bones. Take some slow breaths, find that softening of the belly. Like a vacuum, inhaling, filling in, restoring your energy, fill in. And exhale, just slowly let the belly press back, clear out all that old air all the way down to the bottom. And the cycle begins again. Inhale, filling in. Exhale, clearing out. Moving awareness right into the center of your head and give it that nice clean slate for the new day. Aligning with yourself, your intentions for this day. Maybe you can envision something happening. Maybe holding those intentions. So one more breath, aligning your body, your breath, your mind, all into this practice. Great, and then we'll start to move, keeping the grounding energy, kind of the focus here. Rooting down, inhale, heart forward, exhale, around. Just explore around all sides of the spine. Keeping your root anchored. And then reverse, opposite direction. Good. Back to the middle. Let's inhale, arms to the sky, straight up through center. Exhale, swim straight back. Anchoring down through the shoulder blades, but have freedom to move. Let's clasp the hands behind us this time. Squeeze those shoulder blades together in the upper back, middle back, and then find a little more lift in the front body. So strong back, open heart, beaming out from the heart out into the world today, keeping us lifted up, positive. Great, back to center. Expand your wings and take some big circles all the way through the length of your arms, your fingers, your hands. Eagle arms, right elbow under, connect. And then if you'd like, bowing a little bit, opening up. That kind of middle upper back space is usually pretty tight. Breathe into it. Let it melt a little bit. Great. And back up. Free your wings. Little twist. Opposite side, weave that elbow, opposite elbow under, balance it out, squeeze everything that touches, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then again, bowing into it if you'd like. Sometimes that really helps, release, feel free to move your head, whatever feels good. And let that go. And little lateral movement. So right hand down, left arm goes up and across, keeping the hips grounded. Try to lengthen through both sides. Take a big breath. Balance that out. Other side, softly ground the left hand and take it across. And anchor into your roots. Opening up through the sides like you're right against a wall. And then lifting, let's keep that lift. Take a gentle twist to the right. Float your hands down, little scoot back with your right hip. Breathe here. Eye yoga, looking into the corners of the eyes. And unwind. I'm gonna change the crossed legs just to mix it up. Inhale through the sky, right through center. And then up and around to the other side. Maybe scoot your left hip back. Take a little pressure off. And breathe all around the rib cage, your neck as well as you kind of lift up into it. Great, unwind, recenter, inhale to the sky. Let's take that nice bow right down the middle, hands down, tuck your chin. How's the back? First forward fold here. Keep the belly strong and just melt a little deeper. Great, rise back up and free the legs and get into all the joints again. New week. Roll the shoulders up, back and down a few times. Keeping the hands just pressing lightly by your hips. Reach through your heels. Inhale, toes forward. Exhale, pull back. Getting the feet moving, ankles. Draw your circles. Both directions. And then the outer ankle stretch. Let's bring the big toes a little closer. Inhale, open up space between all the toes. It's a good exercise. And exhale, soles towards each other. A couple more, opening and closing. Shake it out. Right knee. So set your posture, be strong, core strong. Inhale, reach through your heel. Exhale, flex it in. These big muscle groups will wake up. Let's keep the knee hugged in and get into the right hip. Flex the foot that you're holding, right side. And then just get a little movement for your hip. Explore circles, big and small. All right, align the shin bone in front of you. Take your full breath, exhale, hug it in. Get a couple more. And then hold and breathe, just to relax into it. Wherever that hip can open, each exhale, making a little more space. Great. Unwind from that release, shake it out. Good. Take a breath right in the middle. All right, other side. Inhale, reach. Great. Exhale, hug in. Good, and now the hip. Ground that left sitting bone. How's the left hip? Circle it out. Shin bone in front of you. Take a full breath. Exhale to that edge. Take a few more. Hold and breathe. Where can we open up a little more? Imagine breathing right into it. Great. Let that go. Shake it out. Cross your ankles. Tabletop. Let's take just a little longer stance for our hip circles. So just let your hips lead the way. Make some really nice big rotations through the lower body. Loosen it all up. And reverse. And then back your hands underneath your shoulders again, elbows bent. Use your muscles. Take right toes back behind you. Get the foot a nice stretch, the Achilles, the calf. Movement for your hip and your spine. We inhale to lift up, look up. Exhale, curl it in. 2 more times. Then extending straight back, we're going to practice our balance. That leg is super strong. Use your glutes and your quads. Roll the toes straight down. Pelvis is level. Opposite arm goes forward. Breathe here. Great. And then ground the hand. Ground those toes way back. We'll do our little pivot. Back foot ground to the end of your mat. Let's do kind of a side angle first. So bring your arm close to your ear and reach fingers towards the front of your space as the back foot roots you, and keep opening up. Breathe. Great, and then the balancing half moon on our knee. So top arm straight up to help us balance as we lift that back leg. Flex the foot, activate the whole leg here. Find your balance. Stay there or bend the top knee, reach for your ankle, kick that foot back towards your hip and open up even more. Great, let it all open. Come back to center. Take some cat stretches. How is it feeling here? Maybe side to side hips. Great, other side. Starting with the left toes grounded. So pulse through, give it a big stretch, just checking in. Movement, we inhale, lift, look up. Find your strength of your back. Awesome. Curl it in, exhale. Keep that going. And then let's find our balance. Reach straight back, roll the foot in, opposite arm forward, find center, neck is long. So the arm, use your triceps, the energy moves all the way through that arm. Good, one more big breath, reaching in both directions, reach, reach, reach. And then ground the hand, ground the toes, pivot to the side, side angle on your bottom knee, arm close to your ear. If that feels okay, you can always tuck it around your back. Anchor the foot. Can you spiral those top ribs open even more? Feels so good. Top arm towards the sky. Work with the balance. So lift, flex the foot. It's just at hip level. Doesn't have to go any higher. Just like a straight line out of your hip. Yep, stay here or bend the knee, reach for your ankle, kick that foot back as we open up. Nice big stretch for the quads. Great, let it all open. And then we spiral back. Table, take your, whatever feels good. Hip stretches side to side, cat stretches in the middle. Let's actually take a seat on your heels for a second, or on a block if you like. Let's work the wrists. It's a lot on the wrists, hands and knees, so flex and extend. Fingers touch, draw your circles. And then squeeze the hands, deep breath here. Exhale, let them go. Flick it out. A couple more. One more. Great. Back to table. Wiggle up the hips. And then child's pose. So take that bow straight down wherever you can go. Head to or towards the earth. And just take a few moments to, once again, align with your intentions, your mind right here. Great, look through your arms. Let's slide ourselves through onto your belly. Hand free under your shoulders, zip those elbows in. And then trace the pathway from your hips down into the feet, pressing down into the earth. So super grounded lower body. Then we inhale, head and heart lift, little cobra. Right, for strengthening the back. Exhale, bow. Two more. Find your strength. Lower body grounded, lifted heart. Exhale. One more time. Ground the feet. Glutes are strong. The lower body is super stable. Maybe even float your hands off the mat. Find your strength. And then floating head down. Inhale back to tabletop. And exhale, child's pose. Take it all the way back. Balancing out left and right sides of the back. One more big breath. Great. Inhale, tabletop, curl those toes. Slowly rise up with your exhale. Let your head release. And then bend one knee at a time. Enjoy this stretch. We already kind of touched into the calves and heels. How does it feel now? Then fully express this pose. Use the core. Let the low back really lengthen, melting the heart and head down. Quads are strong. A little bend in your knees. Can you create more space between your ears and your shoulders? Nice. Then inhale into a nice high plank. Feel strong right through the center line. Exhale, roll yourself back up. Just enjoy that journey. Take a few more. See if you can give some movement in the spine. Like a wave kind of unfolding here. And then a wave back up. Couple more. Great. Walking to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And let that go. And just shake out your head a little bit. Can you release in all directions? Just let it be a heavy weight. Then rising up. Exhale to the heart. And then letting everything come up to a nice mountain pose. I can still picture the scene we had in our retreat home, big mountain view. So just feel that, grounding into your feet, lifting up. Feel balanced. The pose you can take everywhere. If you're waiting in line somewhere, can you just find balance, strength, patience, all of these qualities of the mountain. And then inhale, arms rise up like you're reaching towards the sky, and then take a seat, Utkatasana, chair pose. Track your knees right over your feet. Belly strong, keep sinking a little deeper into that chair. Arms can also just be straight out of the shoulders. Just feel that sort of lightning bolt shape in the spine. Zigzag, your spine and legs. One more breath. And exhale, take your bow. Keep long. Flat back, inhale. Melting, exhale. Rise up, sweeping up. Back to the heart. And then at your sides. Good, take a big breath. Let that go. Again, inhaling, reaching up, and you're then tractioning really, tailbone down, hips down. Feel the pelvis. Belly strong, a strong seat belt. Keep the heart lifting up, feel the energy rising up. Powerful pose, Utkatasana, big breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, let that all lengthen. Halfway lift. And again, letting that go. Can you melt your upper body a little bit more? Great, left leg back, nice big lunge. Let's work into these hips and hamstrings. I'm gonna bring that other block. If you want to use your blocks, always an option. First big exhale here, try to straighten the front leg. Can you release your head? Movement, inhale, sinking down as you look up. Exhale. One more time. And then back into your lunge. Let's really work our balance today and grounding, hands to the front thigh. Back leg glutes are strong, sink a little deeper. And then maybe lift the arms or not. You can always drop to your back knee as well. Let's work a little more balance, patience, strength, focus. Great, and then float your hands down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Super strong and grounded, melting the heart down. And then inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin lower. Inhale, cobra, wherever you can go. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Great, another deep breath here. Then look forward, left leg through, Anjaneyasana, blocks or not under the hands. Sometimes it just helps keep the upper body more open. Great, with your breath, we exhale and fold. Inhale to really root into it. Couple more. Great, staying in that lunge. Again, back knee can also be grounded. Come to the front thigh. Relax the shoulders, align those shoulders over your hips. Just kind of feel that as you maybe sink into the hips a little more. And again, working with more balance and strength. If you can take the arms up, really sometimes that helps you balance when you have that oppositional force lifting. Back leg glutes strong. Great, and then down. Let's go forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, and let that go. And rise. Back to the heart. All right, settling once again, Tadasana. Feels really nice and warm here. The humidity in the air. It's just in Colorado. Very different. Whew, sweating. All right, inhale, rise. Exhale, take your bow. Let's take left leg back again. Deep breath, looking up, blocks or not. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. To the earth, exhale. Inhale, scooping up, strong back. Exhale back, belly strong, press back. Good, look forward, inhale, left leg through. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up. Back to the heart. All right, make sure that you do have a block towards the top of your mat. I'm gonna reset the other one. Let's work with our balance, getting into the standing poses from standing today. So step back, left leg goes back, and then ground that foot. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So front knee tracks right over your foot, check it. Check the arms. Movement, inhale, we reach. Let's go through the center line, right through middle, open it up. Move with your breath. Hold this one. Anchor through the back of the body. Maybe flip the palms open. Trust your roots here. And then peaceful warrior, sending that higher energy up and out to the world. Side angle pose, gently land on the thigh. Bring your back arm up like we did earlier, kneeling. Couple more just to move through. Inhale, front arm reaches. And exhale, just pivot. Belly strong. You're lengthening the other side, really not collapsing. Stay long. Great, stay in that side angle pose. Trust each foot, anchor down. Open up the sides, open the heart. Let it move through. And then rise up, let's take triangle. Always feels good to let the legs straighten out after all those lunges. So strong quads, we open. Inhale, reaching forward, come down without collapsing. Stay right over the front leg. Feel it in the body. Is there equal space all around the heart? Super strong legs, use those quads, you're strong. If like a really wide pyramid sort of foundation. Great, reverse it, reverse triangle. Front arm sweeps up. Back shoulders soften. All right, we're gonna stay nice and open, tuck the back arm around. Getting ready for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Take a big step in, reset. Have that block available as you lift and take flight. Aligning the bones of the body. So shoulder all the way down to the hand, hip to the heel, and both legs. Top arm towards the sky or not. Find some joy, just keep it light. You can take the same option if you want to play with balance today, bending the top knee. I don't know if I'm warm enough. Find it. Can you find that ankle? Open up more. Turns into sugarcane pose, Chapasana. Just something to play with if you choose. Open it all up. One more time, big breath. Warrior two, land it, ground it. Awesome. Relax. I'm gonna just pivot to the other side, adjust for your space. Warrior two. Set up that nice long stance, grounding your back foot. Align the front heel with your back arch, opening into the hips. You got it. Inhale to the sky. Let's go through center. Exhale, wide open. Couple more. And hold and breathe. Find that strong warrior within you. Grounding, heart open, positive, mind is open. Staying just right here, present time. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, peaceful. Travel through space to that side angle pose. Really engage back leg glutes, that'll help stabilize. Couple more, moving with intention, grace, strength. Good, we're gonna hang out in that side angle the next time you're on the front leg, back arm close to your ear or tucked around. Anchor that back foot, Parsva Konasana, side angle pose. Great, and then come up, straighten out the front leg, give the quads a little break, open wide, squeeze the shoulder blades. So it's really strong back to get that full wingspan, reach. And then to the front of the mat, come down, doesn't matter how far, stay open. Stay open, again, just kind of look right over your shin bone. If you're in the middle, that's a really hard angle in the spine. So we're tracking right over the shin in front of you. Great, and then rise up, reverse triangles. Core strong to help support that movement all the way up. Great, center. Take the back arm around, again, preparing for the balance, so just roll that shoulder back, it'll kind of keep us open. Adjust, front foot, make sure it feels ready. Take flight. Strong quads, wrap those thigh muscles around the bone. So we open up, Ardha Chandrasana. Let it be light. It's always that balance of structure, stability, and ease, space, breath. Any variations you want to play with, practice. It's just practice. Let it open. Warrior two, when you are complete. See if you can land it. You got it. Another big breath right from the heart, through the arms, out into the world. Great, straighten the front leg, soften those arms. Let's do our wide angle forward fold. So reset your feet, nice big stretch for those ankles. Let's just keep the hands at the hips today. So inhale, up the front body. Exhale, take your bow. Keeping the hands at your hips, just feel that tipping of the pelvis, and then release the hands down. Let's take the variation of arms in front of you. Ground the hands and stretch the sides. Great, and then just arms or hands right underneath your shoulders, flat back, be strong. Arms wide, and then root down to rise up. Good, hands to your heart. Hop or walk to the center. And then find Tadasana once again. All right, let's practice some balance. Always good. Feel free to move to a wall to kind of touch it. Let's do the standing hip opener, figure 4. So soft in the joints of the legs, we kind of get that springy action. Then let's take the left leg, open from your hip, flex the foot, ankle on the thigh. Woo, we already did this seated. Take your slow kind of seat wherever you can go. Again, flex the foot. Get into the hip, all around it. You can always take hands to heart, whatever feels centering for you. Take another few breaths. And let that all shake out. All right, reset in the middle. Begin to just sort of find that spot, a perfect spot, and then balance. Flex the foot, open the other hip. Stay in the middle as you sit. And press down to let that all go. Again, kind of wide stance, shake it all out. All right, back to the top of the mat. Let's take a couple of breaths in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Reset both legs, both feet. Lifted and light. To the sky. And then right through center. Actually, a little wider stance. So both hands could definitely fit in between the knee or the feet here. And then angle your toes out. Let's come down through Malasana, the yogi squat garland pose. Feel the root, lift from the heart. Good, and then we'll take a seat and go right into a little butterfly. Actually, I'll stay this side. Pick your hips up and maybe tip forward, that might help. Press the feet together. Shoulders back and down. Good, inhale up through the whole front body as you take a bow, wherever you can go. Good, one more big breath. Rise up. Bring your knees in. Make sure there's a block available. We'll use it in a moment on our back. So let's take a slow roll down. Hug your knees in when you get there. Let that go. Draw some circles. And then find your block. Let's ground our feet. Lift the hips. Let's go into bridge pose first with the block. So the block is underneath the sacrum. The back of your pelvis is all supported. Feet under your knees. Let's spiral palms open and kind of wiggle the shoulder blades closer in the back. So front body is open. Neck is long. A few breaths into Satyasana, bridge pose. Good, and then bring the knees together, closer. Really anchor into the pelvis, the block, as you lift the legs up towards the sky. So set Viparita Karani. Feeling the strength of the upper body, the shoulder girdle, we call it, all the way across, upper body grounded. Ground the pelvis even more as you lift the legs up. Maybe the ankles want to move, feet want to move. Let it all shift through. Take another breath or two. Feet land once again. And then walk the feet out in front of you. Let's let the front of the hips get that big stretch. Great, and then walk your feet back under the knees. Free the block, so come off of it and lower down. Feet go wide, knees touch, just soften into the back, arms wide. Windshield wipers, swaying side to side. Good, let's use the block since it's right there, hopefully, right between the knees. Give them a little squeeze, feet grounded. Scoot the hips right, knees come up, that right angle, take it across. Right arm grounded. Wherever your head feels good. Maybe it's up or just looking over your right arm. Unwind yourself slowly, reset. Other side, hips to the left, bring the knees and over. Good, unwind yourself, recenter, free the block, and first bring the knees in, and then shins away, just decompress. And then feet together, knees wide, so our reclined bound angle, we did the butterfly seated. Now we can let gravity help. So feeling the hips do some work here to keep the knees open. It's not just a stretch, there's some work happening. Low back is grounded, whole back grounded, back of the head. Just let the breath flow from the low belly all the way up as you fill in. Then exhale from the top down. Let it all go. Just taking your time to settle. And slowly bring the knees back up and back in to the body. Let's take a happy baby today, lightening things up, sending some joy out into the world. Just let the hips rock a little bit. Any last movement that your body's craving today before we move to the final pose? I'll just be there when you are. I'll cue you in a few minutes. So wrapping up your final pose, moving into a few moments of Shavasana. Any props that you like. A lot of big energy moving, so maybe extra grounding, a little blanket on your torso, eye pillows, all the good stuff. And let's give the neck a little massage, rolling back and forth, just softly stretching, and then find center where you can let go of all effort. Let the neck relax. Let's shift the jaw side to side. And let the tongue rest on the roof of the mouth behind the upper teeth. Soften your face and your jaw. Soften the mind. Let it go. We're just resting, pausing, staying aligned with your intentions. Instead of moving into the future, the anxiety, come back to this moment. Soften the heart, sending love and higher energy out into the world today. Peace. Soften the belly, keep yourself breathing, just slowly, mindfully. Soften the hips, let the legs be heavy. Just whole body resting, grounding into the earth. Resting deeper into peace, creating peace within us so we can move it out. And then slowly re-entering this day, Moving the fingers, the wrists, ankles, and feet. Big full stretch. Give yourself a little hug. Roll to one side, just pause. And then up. We'll close the practice. So again, on this election day, we'll send love, peace, and healing out into the world from this practice. May all beings in all worlds be happy and free. A subtle Om just to seal it up. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here. Namaste.